What's going on? We back. Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. The boy CJ Goodfellow. I kind of alluded to this in another video yesterday. At what point will Matthew Stafford get the grunt of the blame from Lions Nation, One Pride Nation? Okay. And I believe Stafford, deserves a nice portion of the blame. And I still give, I think I said yesterday, I still give Jim Bob Cooter the grunt of the blame as well. More blame than Patricia, Bob Quinn, and Matthew Stafford, okay, individually. I think I gave like 50% to them or 40% to them or something like that, and like 60 to, Jim Bob Cooter, I believe. But at what point will people realize that, or, people point out or feel that Matthew Stafford is the problem in Detroit? I kind of went over this yesterday, but I want to do an extensive video on it. You've been through Scott Linehan, Jim Swartz. You've been through Joe Lombardi, Jim Caldwell, Jim Bob Cooter, Jim Caldwell, Jim Bob Cooter, Matt Patricia, and Bob Quinn, and Mike Mayhew, Tom Wan. At what point do people start to realize that it's Stafford? Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, he lost offensive linemen, several offensive linemen, and still was able to take over the years. He lost, receivers over the years, still was able to tick. And Stafford, people say, oh, he don't have a line, he don't have a running game. It's the offensive coordinator fault. It's always an excuse for Stafford, and I call myself making those excuses as well. It seems like everything has to be perfect for Matthew Stafford to produce. When other quarterbacks, everything isn't perfect. It ain't going to be perfect for other quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? When do you blame Stafford? And I think the blame is going to come from Stafford if they get another offensive coordinator. And that offensive coordinator, that offensive coordinator point, he doesn't do the job. And people blame that new offensive coordinator, or they finally blame Matthew Stafford for not being the quarterback that he is. And this season opened my eyes up to, I believe it's just, I pretty much, I believe Jim Bob Cooter sucks, okay? But I just think Matthew Stafford ain't that good, bro. I'm sorry, man. I think at times I overrated Matthew Stafford and his ability. At times he flashes ability. But one thing I found out about Matthew Stafford this year is this. One time I opened my eyes to is that when there's no pressure on him, when the Lions are out of reach, he plays loose and he'll do these great things when teams go into prevent defense. He'll let the ball rip and he'll play comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But if the game is in doubt or they behind or they close and they behind, he's turning the ball over. He's playing tight. He's making rookie mistakes. He's not looking receivers off. He's not going through the progression. And could it be Jim Bob Cooter suppressing him? It could be. But for years, people told us that it was people told me that it was the defense. Oh, Terrell Austin didn't do a good job. Well, people forget Terrell Austin took that defense with not that great DBs. And it was the top 2 or 3 defense in the NFL, and Stafford didn't produce, and people blame Joe Lombardi. Okay, people blame Joe Lombardi for that. Okay, and Joe Lombardi said that he had to dumb down the playbook for Matthew Stafford. What if it's Jim Bob Cooter has to dumb down the playbook because Matthew Stafford can't get through the progressions? And people say, well, shouldn't he teach Matthew Stafford? At this point in his 10th year, what does Cooter come here? Around Stafford's 6th or 7th year? At that point, this dude don't know the basics of going through progressions, looking off receivers, and can't process an NFL playbook. Then, I think it's going to turn out that you're going to look at a lot of offensive coordinators different. Okay? You're going to look at Scott Linehan different when he was here. You're going to look at Joe Lombardi a little bit different when he was here. Say he got a raw deal. And some of you guys might look at Jim Bob Cooter and say, he got a raw deal. Okay? Because obviously, quarterback, it got a problem at quarterback, in my opinion. Stafford ain't that good, man. I truly feel that, man. I truly feel that he is the second biggest responsibility for this, man. Okay? There's no way that you start the season off with all these weapons and he throws 4 picks versus the Jets. And all of a sudden the Jets know the plays because of Andre Roberts? No. Jim Bob Cooter said he installed new plays this year over the offseason. Not saying they was good ones, but Stafford is looking at receivers, staring receivers down, rookie mistakes, and people can say I'm a hater, but it's the truth. It's the one consistent here, man. I said it before. I mean, Nate Burleson then came, Calvin Johnson then came and gone, and Dominic Sue, Nick Fairley then came and gone. So many players have came and gone. Andre Roberts, I mean, Golden Tate then came and gone. You know, all these receivers have came and gone. Corey Fuller then came and gone. I mean, Eric Ebron, when Relson was balling. Pettigrew came and gone. Jeff Backus, Dominic Raiola, Larry Warford, Rob Sims, Trevor, what is the center name? I can't remember his name, went to the Jets. Whatever his name is from Arkansas. All these dudes have came and gone, okay? The one consistent here is Matthew Stafford, okay? That's just easy process of elimination. The one consistent piece that's still here through all the coordinators, head coaches, offensive coaching staff, defensive coaching staff, the one consistent here is Matthew Stafford is still here. And that's still the problem. You didn't got Calvin in left. You know, Sue left. Burleson then came and gone. Corey Fuller then came and gone. Ebron is producing in Indianapolis. Reggie Bush, Joy Bill have came and gone. All these dudes have came and gone. But the one guy that's still here and still not getting the grunt of the blame for the majority of the fans is Matthew Stafford. Oh, Stafford don't have a line. He don't have a running game. Hey, Aaron Rodgers facing the same thing. Eli Manning facing the same thing. Carson Wentz this season was facing the same thing with no run game. You know, all these Tom Brady lost several offensive linemen. You know? This is the only dude out here getting shredded by rookie quarterbacks. But nobody can blame him, though. Nobody can blame him. Everybody, and if you blame him, you consider the hater. But all I'm saying is he the only constant left. He the only constant left. Through all the coordinators, all the head coaches, to the general managers, to all the players that came and gone. He's the only constant left. He's still here. And people, and when you say you need to go get a new quarterback, I'm not saying that's the case here, but I think that will eventually be the case, obviously, in every situation. Where you going to find another quarterback at? I mean, shit, you go look like you found him. You know what I'm saying? You ain't winning with him. You ain't winning with him in 10 years, man. In 10 years, you ain't won with him. Imagine being at a job, and you guys just say you in sales. You know, and you ain't had you out of 10 salesmen for 10 years, you know, you finished at the end of the line, basically. You never been the number one seller. You think that company gonna keep you around? Hell no. Any other company, if you fail 10 years in a row, man, they gonna move on from you, bro. You ain't gonna get to 10 years. You might get to 5. Okay? You might get to 5 years. You know what I'm saying? You might get to 5 years. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, it is what it is, man. You know, it is what it is, man. Jehovah's Witness here. It is what it is, man. But like I said before, man, you know, Jehovah's Witness at my door. I don't even know what they doing here on a Tuesday. I ain't answering. My dog, I ain't gonna do that, but my dog barking. But yeah, finish this video off. I appreciate everybody for checking in, man. They kind of threw me in, but for like 10 years, man, like 5 years, man, people not gonna let you get away for that, man. But like I said, I think he the problem, bro. Other than Jim Bob Cooter, I think Matthew Stafford the problem. People gonna try to hate on this video and say I'm lying, but for 10 years, if you ain't successful at something, man, you know, I don't know anybody to keep that job 10 years and not win a playoff game and not win a goal and nobody looking at them funny, okay? All right? This is my personal opinion, man. More C Sports Talk, your boy CJ Goodfellow. Make sure you check out for us. We on Facebook, we on Twitter, we on Instagram. You want to make a donation to the channel, that link's there as well. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, bell icon button when missing the video. Share the videos. We tweet out every video. You can screen record the videos and post it in your Alliance group or share them with your friends on your Facebook. Just tell them where to find the channel at. Appreciate everybody for checking in one time for the one time. Much blessings, man. Everybody stay up. Stay blessed. And Marcy Sports Talk, I'm going to hit y'all upside the head with some more videos later on. We gone.